And I'm not saying this at all to be racist or anything. Your people. No. Sometimes people get offended when white people do.
One thing I've noticed with Puerto Ricans is that we loud as hell.
Bro, there was Indians in America before we were here.
What is culture, right?
And then once they find out I can dance, they really love that I'm there. No, but
He's black.
Agrees.
He's black. He's got his little things here and there. But
if it's a celebrity and it's Kevin Hart and I met him, I had the opportunity to meet him, I'm not gonna be like, yo, Kevin, let me get a picture. I'm gonna be like, yo, Kevin, let's have a conversation.
You gotta be like,
welcome back, guys. No, don't put that in. Eddie's gonna put that in.
Eddie's totally gonna put that in. That is totally, you know who he is.
Yeah,
yo.
all right.
Welcome back, guys. Yo. Oh, and by the way, before we like really start, you be so serious, bro.
What do you mean?
Like, you're like, yeah, you know, it's really about the college. And I just, you know, like, I don't know. You're just so serious, bro.
You don't understand. Anyway,
Action.
Welcome back. Stop, bro. You're so weird. You ruined every freaking moment. You're like, oh, you're transitioning now? You're like, oh, you're transitioning now? Oh, you're transitioning? As soon as I'm about to go into it, you ruined it. Like, you do this every time, bro. No, like, seriously, you have to recognize this. Anyway, welcome back to Shy Hood Manhood Podcast. I just absolutely slaughtered that. Welcome back to the Shy Hood.
Welcome back to the Shy of Manhood Podcast.
Today I'm with Juan, and I'm Chris, and we're going to be talking about culture and what it's like to share culture, what we think about sharing cultures, intermixing cultures, things like that. And this is the JC segment, I guess you could call it, or the CJ, whatever you want to call it, because he's Juan and I'm Chris. You got the message. So, my question to you is culture.
Culture, yeah.
Culture. No, I'm just kidding.
Okay.
So, I was talking with somebody earlier today, and it was my aunt. So I was talking with my aunt, and we were like, and I'm not saying this at all to be racist or anything. I'm just going to use black people to start off. So
A white guy saying he's not trying to be racist?
So, bro, there's culture where, you know, black people, or for you have curly hair. Right?
Yeah.
And your people. So Puerto Ricans or black people or Jamaican people, Caribbean.
Yeah, I'll say he's Caribbean.
They have dreads, right? Or they have curls, or they have braids. And they say it's their culture, which it is. But sometimes people get offended when white people do it. Or white people will get offended at white people for doing it.
Does this tie into that cultural appreciation junk?
In a way.
In a way? Oh, God.
But that's not what I'm talking about
Okay,
at first here. I'm saying it's like people get offended that people are adopting cultures, and people aren't sharing their cultures. Now, the other thing is, some cultures of white ethnicity at the time, a long time ago, used to do braids in a way. Or
I see where you're getting.
You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
You don't know what you're talking about because you've never done the research, or you don't understand. Like, bro, there was Indians in America before we were here.
Yeah. And
they had a way of life that other people had a similar way of life, but when they bring it here, it's a problem. You know?
Yeah. I've got something else for you. Let's break it down first.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Instead of just saying what people have and what they do. The first part is, what is culture, right? I think, I mean, I went over this with my teacher a while back when I've been taking anthropology. You'll see that in the other video as well. What is culture? Culture is something that grows with people from the start, right? So in my anthropology class, we started talking about concepts of things that people do. So like, I'm trying to think of an example. One part of a culture, I think it's in South Africa. Don't quote me. I don't know for sure. There's two different kinds of tribes. One of them is the men are the people who go out and actually hunt, and they have multiple wives. And it's the other way around as well. In more of like the jungle areas where the women will go out and they actually have multiple husbands. That's part of culture. That is something that has grown and developed over time, right? So if we're talking about hair, styles, the way people talk, maybe even jewelry, you know what I'm saying? That is something that has grown with the person's culture with time,
right,
and the area that they're from. So me being Puerto Rican, right? I don't know, what's something that I do? I guess you could say, oh, here's a perfect example, right? A lot of people say Italians talk with their hands, right? One thing I've noticed with Puerto Ricans is that we loud as hell, right? And that's something I've grown up with
I talk with my hands
for years. You talk with your hands, I'm loud as hell.
I'm like,
Yes, exactly. So that's something that you can call that culture because that is something you have grown up with. Now, if you want to spread that culture, right? What? Oh,
you're talking with your hands.
Oh, yeah. I do
Italian?
talk. I do talk with my hands. I do sales.
Bro, I think a lot of people talk with their hands.
A lot of people
I just
talk
did
with
it
their hands. Yeah,
subconsciously.
yeah. But more or less, he's like, get out of here. But more or less, if people want to adopt certain things, so like, I'm gonna be honest. And here's another thing too that I should add in here. You should not hate on somebody in America if they're trying to do something from another culture. Because what if they're mixed? They might look white and have curly hair. If they want to do some braids, bro. You're mixed. It don't matter. You know what I'm saying? I'm mixed. I'm white. I don't look white, but I'm white. What's it called? Right? But what's the name?
And
I think it's
to be honest,
totally
though, your
fine.
mom doesn't look white.
My mom don't look white, but
She looks Puerto Rican.
She's Puerto Rican. If you've ever gone,
Wait. She's not Puerto Rican.
No, she is.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. My mom's Puerto Rican.
I thought you messed up what you were saying.
Yeah, my dad. I don't even know what my dad is.
But your mom's white too.
Yeah, my mom's white. My dad's Puerto Rican, and we have like that Taino. So that's the native bloodline of Puerto Rico. Borinquen is what I think it's called. It's what they call it. You know,
Bro doesn't know his own culture.
I don't know my own culture. I'm mixed. What's it called? So I'm like, you know, that's another thing.
But that's
too.
the point.
That's another thing too. Where you grow up is how I guess you could say dense your culture is, like how strong within your culture you are. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't know much about my own culture, but that's because of the way I grew up. You know what I'm saying?
Right. So my race.
It's different. It's different. It's not like you're Italian. I'm not expecting you to know Italian or speak Italian.
Yeah.
You know, you just didn't
know
grow
some
up that
stuff.
way. Yeah, you know some stuff. You got it.
I
You
don't
got
speak
it.
it, but I know some stuff.
Yeah, but you know, I'm rambling. But basically,
not.
to break it down, I think culture is something that is grown with time, and when it does spread out like America's a very diverse, culturally diverse country. You know what I'm saying? So when it spreads out like that, I feel like cultural appreciation. A lot of people hate on people for trying to do things that they want to do. So the braids is a big one that people are hating on. And different kinds of outfits. A lot of people are hating on that as well. But it's a spread thin culture. You shouldn't hate on somebody if they're doing something that they want to do.
You know, there's the guy that dresses up like all Mexican cultural clothing.
The white guy.
Yeah, I think he's a white guy.
I saw it. He was on Dr. Phil. I think I know
Yeah,
what you're
and then
talking
sometimes he'll
about.
dress up as like Chinese, you know,
He
with the
did
sun hat.
Yeah, he did an experiment. He dressed up in the stereotypical dress wear, and he went around asking people, "Does this offend you in your culture?" And they said no.
They said we love it.
Yeah, they said we love it because they're appreciating that somebody else is getting into their culture.
Right.
I love it when people at my job are. I like it. So at my job, we get to play whatever music we want. We don't have a set playlist. I like it when the customers come in and they start going crazy with the music I'm playing. I'm playing, you know, Latino music. And then my other buddies, he's playing rock. He's in a band. And then my other buddies are playing like smooth R&B type of deal, right? I like it when the customers go crazy with the Hispanic music. They're appreciating the culture that I like, you know, so the music that I like.
I got you. Ready?
Yeah.
So, if you've ever seen my TikTok,
Oh my God!
Chris
Yes,
Jiggy, right?
yes.
I'm white. I'm Italian. White, but Italian. I don't like to say I'm white because I'm Italian. It's not because you know.
Nah, he olive.
Slovakian and
He
Russian.
olive.
That's white. You know, like Spain, Italia.
Nah, you're olive.
I guess.
Yeah.
Sure. I
'Cause
think
you
I don't
got
think
that
that's
culture
white.
in you.
I
That's
think
not white.
Lower
no.
European. I don't think is white.
What's Caucasian?
Irish is white.
Caucasian
Scottish
is like
Scottish.
Caucasian is Scottish.
It's just white. It's just
So
white.
European white then.
Yeah, but they would consider me Caucasian. I write down Caucasian because there's no other option for me. But I really don't Although my skin is white,
You're like a white guy with some spice.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Sure.
Yeah.
But like, I think that's all Italians and all Spanish people.
That's stupid.
Not Hispanic people. To my point, I'm saying I used to do the dancing on TikTok. And
Check them out.
Chris Jiggy. Anyway, I already said it, but I don't really do it much anymore. That's not the point. My point is, I've been the only white person at events, and it's all African or Caribbean culture, and it's Jersey Club. So Jersey Club is predominantly black culture from New Jersey, and it's music and it's dancing. It's like a lifestyle, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
And I've really indulged myself into it. Now there's a bunch of kids on TikTok that have followed since, but I don't want to say I'm like the original because I'm definitely not, but I'm like one of the earlier people that did it, and I've shown up to these events. I've never expected anybody to hate on me for it because that's just a cruel world. But I show up and people love that I am there, and then once they find out I can dance, they really love that I'm there. And especially when they figure out I know what I'm doing when I'm doing the dance. It's not just like, trying to do something. Like I can actually do it. And they love it, bro. They always like throw me out. Everybody's trying to make friends with me. It's just people love when I indulge in the culture. And their aunties, bro. They love it. But seriously.
And their aunties.
It's just a joke because they're always the loud ones.
That's so funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then when the uncles see it, bro, they're loving it. Or some of them are hating it and they're just, old heads.
Yeah.
Some old heads, even white old heads or maybe Puerto Rican old heads.
People will hate. Yeah. I've got a really good example. I can't stop thinking about it. So this is a joke that I got from my one boy, right? So I'm not going to say his name. He knows who he is, especially if he's watching it.
Is it like...
it is. It's going to be so funny. Here's a perfect example of someone being like growing up in a different situation than the stereotype that they are, So my boy is black, right? He's black Italian, right?
Okay.
Yeah. He's black Italian, right? So me knowing black Italian, I'm like, okay, what's the stereotype for black Italian? I'm assuming this dude
Predominantly black.
Yeah, like mostly black, but like has a little bit of that Italian piece to it. This dude is so white, bro. I'm telling you, he's gonna hate me for saying that.
No, but
he's black.
He agrees.
He's black. He's got his little things here and there, but he pretty white, right?
He's into white things.
Yeah.
For
He's into
sure.
white things, and
Which is not a problem.
the way you talk as well. Let's just say proper words. Definitely,
Bro, it's not that he's proper words. It's just the difference between well spoken, well raised.
Yes, well spoken and slang.
He still has slang.
He still got a little bit of slang, but
I have slang. We all have slang.
everybody's got slang. But I call him an Oreo. I mean, realistically, you could think of that as a slur, but it's just a funny joke. I call him an Oreo because he's black on the outside, white on the inside type of deal. But that's a perfect example of what's the name? That distracted me. This guy got stabbed. What's
Bro,
it called? We're watching ridiculousness.
in GTA. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah. But no, basically, like that's a perfect example of where you grow up is the culture that you grow up with. You know what I'm saying? And I don't think he really grew up with the black culture type of deal. I think he really grew up with the Italian side of that culture. I'm not saying he grew up with more of the black or the Italian because I don't want to hate on my boy. That's my boy. I love my boy, right? But I'm just using him as a perfect example of it really depends on where you grow up and the people around you really influence how you are as a person and your culture as well. So just throwing that out there.
Yeah, no, that's very true.
Yeah.
I agree.
But you got any examples?
An example? Not really an example, just in general. Like, people need to open their eyes.
Open their
And
eyes?
need to indulge in culture. Like, again, I just use myself as the example. And people love it. I've never had anybody have a problem with me. And you know who will look the most at you and think of something wrong?
Yeah.
White people. Especially when a
people
white
appreciate
person
it.
goes and indulges in another culture, they'd be like, "What are you doing?"
Here's another thing too. I just learned, when you are trying to appreciate somebody's culture or doing something of somebody else's culture, do not take it to an extreme, right? There was this thing on TikTok
Yeah.
where Japan was kicking out a lot of people because they were not appreciating their culture. Japan has a very, I don't know, dignified culture or something like that. A perfect example was these two girls were walking in like some formal wear. I don't know what it's called, but some formal wear. And you got this white lady, right? And she comes up in front of them. So imagine you're walking and I come up in front of you and I'm just taking pictures. That's rude, you know? That's not nice. I know you want to appreciate the culture and you see some people in traditional wear,
But you don't know what
but
the
they're
culture
not
is.
they're not a museum.
Yeah.
They're not a walking museum. You know, you should appreciate the culture from afar.
Bro, honestly, like this is a whole separate thing we could talk about another day.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't, as a person, if I met a celebrity, if I met somebody like you're talking about right now,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna take a picture of them. I'd rather talk to them. If it's a celebrity, and it's Kevin Hart, and I met him, I had the opportunity to meet him, I'm not gonna be like, "Yo, Kevin, let me get a picture." I'm gonna be like, "Yo, Kevin, let's have a conversation."
Oh my God! Like, can we talk about like the political and economic state of the world right now?
Or like, "Yo, Kevin, love your stuff," and that's it. He walks away. You know what I mean?
Yo,
Like, I'm not.
Kevin, let me get
But
a
it's not. It's
convo.
not a human interaction. You know what I mean?
Okay. Yeah.
And that's what culture is: having human interactions.
No, you're right. You're right. You just got to be careful, man. That's all it is. You just got to be careful.
And careful or not, you should enjoy it.
You
I mean,
know what?
not careful or not.
You know what?
Being careful, you should enjoy.
I'm going to rephrase my words. It's not about being careful, because if you try to be careful, you'll be walking on eggshells your entire life, right? What you need to do is practice your manners. That's what you need to do.
Yeah.
As long
And
as
be
you
a
got
human.
right manners, you're chilling.
Be a human.
Yes.
Have morals.
Yeah, have morals as
If
well.
you have no morals, then I don't know what to say for you. Have morals.
I'm about to take my hoodie off. My hair is jacked up because it is hot in here.
Well, I think we're about done anyway.
We're about done anyway?
Yeah.
All right.
So, everybody, thank you for watching. And stay tuned for more podcasts. Not sure when this video is coming out, but we may have another episode out by then. Anyway, just always stay around. We're going to have more segments, vlogs, whatever you're into.
Yes.
Send us feedback, and we'll get to you.
Yes. We got multiple topics right now, so we want to hear lots of different comments coming in.
Yes. Always stay updated. Always keep us updated. We want to know so we can adhere to you.
Yep.
And thanks again for watching. Peace. Your people.